So, late night vibes. Not even gonna tell you how late it is, so don't worry about it. You like my shirt? It's the hide and seek champ. It's Bigfoot. So, and my phone went dead, so I had to restart it. So give me just a little second here to get the phone restarted. Coming in, it is now new moon in Cancer. We're right at the mid-month mark, just about mid-month mark here of July already. So, um, new moon in Cancer is going to be still again dealing with your emotions, dealing with your home life, dealing with your family, dealing with your love life, various things dealing in Cancer energy. So I'm gonna do us a brief read. And excuse my starting to get some bags under my eye. Gotta get ready to wind down. But anywho, let's take a look. So it is Tuesday, the 14th. New moon is officially about 5 a.m. So it will be the energy, of course, like we say, is 3 days before and it's 3 days after. So any type of releasing work, okay, you can do some of that right now as far as what you want to release from the first part of the month, okay? But the new moon energy itself is for the things you want to bring into your life, okay? And this message right here says, this is a very auspicious new moon. Make some wishes or set some intentions to do within your home, your family, or your personal life, okay? And then here is the Astromatrix. So this is the new moon. You won't see it because it's going to be pitch black outside, aside from the stars and a few planets. If you're keen, you can catch it. But let's read on the new moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer is a tender, non-eventful lunation. Our inner world is very rich with feelings and emotion. So the moon is in what they call it's exalted, and it is exalted when it's in Cancer. So Cancer is also ruled by the moon. So it's saying this pairing makes her feel right at home. So there will also oftentimes be waves of emotion, and in this time you need to allow the depths to come up, such as tears, remembering nostalgia, good times gone, or longing for a home that we don't have yet. Okay? So it says, within these depths there are pearls of new beginnings. For the next several months, the questions are, what have you done in your heart to take, wait, sorry, for the next several months, what we've sown in our hearts begins to take shape and form. What do you conceive? What is calling you? So it says Cancer is known for a few topics: home, family, and nurturing. There's always more that meets the eye. Okay? So it says, uh-oh, where'd it go? What happened? Cancer is a sign that carries constant change. It's often on the move and often restless. Okay, it's also known as a sign of travel. So it says, nevertheless, there's always a tether to go back to your home, your lineage, or your roots. Cancer, much like a prodigal son, is coming home with welcoming arms for their loved ones. So it says, with those types of parables in mind, where is it that you wish to wander? What inner journey is calling you? So that's interesting. And then it's also talking here about the Mercury retrograde, which we still have about one more week officially until the 23rd. But then there's a shadow phase that's usually like a week and a half, 2 weeks post shadow. Okay. But anyways, we'll get into that later. But what it says here, with the Mercury retrograde attached to the sun and the moon, our minds are reflective. Decisions come slowly. Be deeply intuitive. This will help you get closer in touch with your instincts. Listen to the feeling beneath the words. Do not take anything at face value or place less intellect, excuse me, or place less emphasis on your intellect. Simple things like practically speaking, being at home, lighting a candle are all ways that we can serve ourselves best at this time. So it says, if you venture out or ask for answers, you may become entangled in the needs of others or the energies of others. Find out what you need to have a gentle balance between nurturing others and caring for yourself. You can't give from an empty cup. Ooh, this is empty or resentful cup. Okay? It's okay to feel deeply, even when it doesn't make immediate sense. It's okay to return inward to your own rhythm. The home is inside. It has always been. So that's cute. Alright? So, and today, numerology wise, it is saying, wait, I don't know if this is mine. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I won't tell you that. That's my personal number. Let me see if there's anything else. Daily overview. Let's see, for today, the 14th. Yeah, lots of changes today. Where'd it go? Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Here we go. I'm sorry. I knew I missed something. So, new moon energy, like we said, it is in Cancer. And the opportunities are developing your intuition, having nurturing conversations, dealing with confrontation, and overcoming defensive reactions. Okay. Let's see if there's any other messages here. Alright, so then it's taking us to a 3-card reading. So we'll do that briefly. Try and keep a good eye on the time, okay, because it is getting late and I don't want the video to be too long. So, number one, what ways can we nurture our emotions? Okay. Number two, where do I lack security and safety? Interesting. And number three, where do I overly, whoa, what's that? Sorry, can't really see this. Where am I overly protective or playing it safe? That's good. So let's start. Number one, what ways can I nurture my emotions well? What ways can we nurture our emotions? Okay, there you go. Perfect. Ace of Swords is about speaking up clearly, researching, getting advice from your higher power. Okay, this is like being clear cognizant as well with something that is a gift, just knowing something. Okay, you don't know how you know it, but you just know. All right, it's a gift. So trust your intuition in certain situations. If you just know, you just know. You can't explain it. Okay. Also with this, it's about being honest. It's about being truthful. These are ways that we can nurture our emotions. All right. If you don't like something, say you don't like it. All right. Any other ways that we can nurture our emotions? All right. This one's will come up. You see, Hierophant reversed. So that's interesting because this card is not really the best when it's reversed. But what this is saying, for us to nurture our emotions well, you may need to disconnect from your religion, your old ways of thinking, your old habits, your relationship, you know, anything that has been too heavy on you or it's not aligning anymore. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right. Number two, where do I lack security and safety? That's a good question. Where do we lack security and safety? Okay, wow. That's interesting. Death card. Of course. Death card energy is something that's a transformation. It's something that's a change. It's something that's different. It's something that's scary. It's something that's unknown. So, how we lack security and stability. It could be like we're always worried. We're always living in fear. We're always, just too playing it safe too much. Okay? This could be that type of death card. You need to allow transformation. You need to allow change. Uh-oh, my candle made a noise too, so that's a confirmation. You need to allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone, okay? Even though, yeah, you would lack security in that place because it's taking you out of something that you're used to. It's a change. It's something different. Um, let's clarify this. So clarify the death card when it comes to lacking safety and security. Clarify the death card. Yeah, because we can't control it. See, the time ran out. Let's see. Where do we lack security and safety? Clarify death card. All right. Yep. This is it. You can't make up your mind, or you don't stick with something. You're wishy-washy. You go back and forth. My candle's getting brighter, you see? Thank you. This is a different candle. This is a working candle. This, can't even see it over here, is a scented candle. It's a difference. So, as of right now, I'm not selling or doing any working candles. Okay? They're all for your aromatherapy and just good vibes, okay? So don't worry. But yeah, the lack of making a decision or the lack of having like a balanced mind could be why we feel unsafe or unstable or unsecure, okay? So that is again what the Cancer energy was talking about, balancing, how you give and how you receive, or how you act and how you feel. It's certain things like that that has made us unstable in certain ways. Anything else? I hate that. Anything else when it comes to lacking safety and security? It was wanting to flip over, but it didn't. Anything else when it comes to lacking safety and security? Anything else? No. Okay. And number 3, where am I overly protective or playing it safe? Where am I overly protective or playing it safe? Let's see. Interesting. Justice. Yeah, this makes sense because if you're overly protective, you want everybody to be fair, you want things to be done properly, you're, you know, kind of like what we were saying before, you're playing it too safe in a way. But, you have your eyes closed too, so this could be like you're not realizing like everybody is not in this type of energy. So you're being too trusting, or you're being too, um, sensitive in certain ways. You're being overly protective or playing it safe. Let's see, what else? Clarify that justice card when it comes to playing it safe. Okay, those two want to flip out. Oh, perfect. 10 of Cups. So yeah, that's a message. If you play it too safe or you're too overly protective, you won't reach this happiness that you want. All right? Meaning, okay, if you don't put yourself out there to meet a person, how you going to have a husband and a kid and kids, right? Or if you don't relocate to this certain area, you might not meet this man of your dreams, or you might not get the job of your dreams. And then here, we love her, Empress. So, another confirmation. If you're too overprotective or too safe or too worried about everybody else and not yourself, you can't reach this Empress status. So again, this is perfect because the Empress is like the Queen Mother, Cancer is the motherly, nurturing sign. And with the new moon energy, these are all the things that you're wanting to welcome into your life, right? Abundance, wealth, health, beauty, peace. Okay? So, yeah, this is what we're striving for. All right? And it's really good because we started out with the ace. And that is truth, clarity, understanding, manifesting, okay? And like I said, getting your crown from the higher power. And then the Empress, well, she changed it. This one's like a flower crown. But yeah, she still got her crown on there. You can still see the gold underneath. So, good vibes, guys. Have a good rest of your week. I'll check in the next day or so. Okay? Bye.